Hey Dwight, don't know how well you can hear me over the mic, but hey, see ya. Hey Kim's workshop. It is Olympic white, but it is not a Fender USA. It is actually a made in Mexico body. That's pretty cracked and damaged, as you can see in the light better there. And it's a Mighty Mike 70s neck with a 70s style decal on the front of it, and Fender replacement tuners. Non Fender branded, but Fender OEMs out of the bag. Thanks, Dwight. I'm running neck pickup on the Tone Emporium Big City Blues single coils. I got the Ernie Ball Extra Slinky 8s. I got the orange micro dark stuck in the middle tone position so that it's neutral. Gain and volume at about 10, and I had the Electro Harmonics Small Stone Nano on there for a second. Now I'm using the Sonny Cakes Twiggy Blues, which I'm using basically the reverb and the delay out of it. And I also got sitting on the floor, plugged into the front end of the amp, the Joyo Voodoo Octave and the Mod Tone Flextortion. Thanks, AQ Music, Tony. That's nice, yeah. to just show up and show your support. Kim's Workshop. Yes, this set is actually Alnico 5. I pretty much, in regards to passive pickups, I pretty much became an Alnico 5 snob. I do like Alnico 2. Beyond that, I'm not a big fan of ceramics. Hey, Brian. Just deciding to do a live stream for a change and do some noodling around and some practicing just to change things up a bit. Hey, Michael B. Hope you're doing well too, and Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year to you too, Brian. thanks to anyone that is tuning in and watching. Again, I figured pop on to change things up, and not too many people have been actually doing things in the morning, like 10:30 Eastern, but I'm awake. I'm not actually asleep. I went out and snowblowed my driveway, so day's starting off on a good note, so keep with it. Hey, old man Dan. No problem. Good morning and Happy New Year to you too. So if anyone was wondering what that was, that's the Joyo Octave Voodoo kicked on. Fuzz level at 3. Tone noon. The switch in the normal position, not the high cut. And the volume at noon. Okay, that's a good one. Steve Luther. Happy New Year, Terry. New guitar day? No. I really like that color. It has an instant vibe. Well, that sucks. My my Flextortion apparently is dead as a doornail from the battery. So, anyways, Steve, no, this is a guitar I've just had lying around over on the rack for a while. It's basically a made in Mexico body that I picked up in a trade some years ago. It's fairly abused, as you can see there. As I can get it into the light the right way, you can see some of the cracks on it. There's some can't see it as well, but basically it's roughed up. It is a Arctic white. It is a MIM body. I believe it's around a 03, and the neck is just a refinished Mighty Mite 70s large headstock with a 9.5-inch radius, 22 frets, and a replacement Fender Stratocaster 70s headstock to kind of match the vibe. And otherwise, it's also the original faded white pickguard, original dirty cream knobs. The only things that are different in this are actually there is a Wilkinson's VH6 trim that has a stagger on the inside of the string spacing, which helps for tuning stability. And the pickups in this are from a winder out of Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, Tone Emporium. And it's a set of his Big City Dippers, which are supposed to be a John Mayer kind of Hendrixy vibe to them. So it's like they're Alnico 5. I think the regular, like, between 5 to 7 ohm kind of rating there. And then the bridge pickup is wound a slight bit hotter than the other two to give it a little bit more oomph. As if you actually go back through my videos when I was demoing this, you can kind of hear on the cleaner sounds, like when I just went down into the bridge pickup here. Middle, neck and middle, neck. The neck is really nice on this set. It's really, really articulate. Same as the bridge. The middle isn't too bad either. It is a really well versatile set that plays well with fuzz and higher gain, but if you leave it in the nice clean chimey stuff, it really has a lot of nice definition to it. Trying to vary things up, but I have to admit, I am very much one of these people that unfortunately plays in a similar routine or similar type of things which I like or sound good to me. So that's why I'm trying to change things up a bit because, as I said recently, I am trying to improve a bit. So, um, I'm gonna try to practice more, and not just with this guitar, but like varying guitars like I normally like to do, just for some variety. Practicing your scales is actually pretty good. Um, and the other good thing about it too is I noticed when I'm doing this is I like to try to keep speeding up both forward and backwards. So like so I find it kind of works good in regards to building up your finger speed and your stretching a bit too for some of these other notes. Again, like I said, I'm not a pro player, but you know, I do know things here or there that I can pull off. Um, regards to the neck on this guitar, though, I'm almost very tempted to actually go out and get a actual official Fender neck, but they're really, really friggin' pricey. At one point in time, the Fender necks were on average about. I think you could get the higher tier ones for like about just around 190, and the regular Fender standard series necks were going for about 149 Canadian. Now the necks have gone up. That basically a Fender black labeled made in Mexico standard series neck. No matter what it is, Strat, Tele, Jazzmaster, Jaguar, they're now up in the 189 to $200 Canadian range. And when you want something a little bit more nicer, like with a vintage tint, um, or a little bit of a different profile, you're looking now in the 269 range. And also with the new roasted maple fad, Fender has launched those necks. But from everywhere I've looked, one of the Fender licensed and produced roasted maple necks, no matter what the guitar platform, Strat, Telecaster, or whatever, it's about 369 Canadian, which is you're starting to reach the point of a new guitar then, so it really starts making you wonder. So, as you might have noticed, there's some like odd ringing or flat or kind of weird notes going on the neck, which is kind of the reason why I'm thinking that, but who knows. But for now, I really do like the way this guitar plays and sounds, especially a lot better than what it used to. Let's check the chat here. bothers enough with doing a little bit of copyright stuff. Am I no way trying to copyright anything, nor am I getting paid from any of these streams anyway, so good luck with getting me for a copyright. The good old Jimmy chord. think I've noodled around and stuff enough, and probably scared some people off. So, with that said, thank yous all for those of you that actually came and viewed my quickie stream. Might do it again, and might not. Otherwise, again, Happy New Year to everyone out there. I hope everyone had a great New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and again, to a positive and successful and happy 2020 to everyone out there that is watching this. Take care, folks, and bye for now.